Alright, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I am slap bang in the centre of town. I'm by Sam Yan MRT station at the Chulalongkorn University area to showcase some of the best value dishes I've had on this channel. We are at Chula Kitchen Ha-Sib, soy 50 for some Pu Pong Kare, stir-fried fat lump meat, crab and curry powder. This is one of my favourite dishes. This place is absolutely packed on a day-to-day basis, so let's find out why. All right, so this is it, Chula Kitchen Ha-Sib. So we're on Chula 50, as the name suggests, and this is the kitchen. Nondescript, but very, very popular already. It's only like 9 o'clock. Sawadee krab. Sawadee krab. So let's have a look at the menu, guys, if I can read any of it. So they're famous for the Pu Pong Kare with lump meat crab. So that's what we're going to get. We can also get a soft omelette. What's that at the bottom? No idea. It's another one of Dan's finds. So if it's not good, we blame Dan.
Actually, never tried this one.
Never tried it? Looks good.
People,
My advice would be bring Dan with you so then he can order. We've also got Diggy. Hello Diggy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. Very weird today. There's no Danny with me.
I know.
I'm struggling.
I
don't know what to say. I'm lost without him.
Means business. The governor's come. What do you have here? นี่พี่ขึ้นชื่ออะไรครับชื่ออะไรครับ Yeah, so I'm going to try not to get in the way too much. I've got my new mate Chef Soy showing me the ropes. Absolute wok master cooking over ridiculously high heat. It's absolutely packed in here. When we got here about 9:30, there was about 4 people outside. Now it's absolutely packed outside. There's people here with their luggage coming from the airport or to the airport. But luckily, Chef Soy is still letting me hang around and see him in action. Absolute wok master. Love the fact he's got everything out so we can see it. Got all the sauces, all the veg. He's got his omelette mix there. He's got his pong kare mix there. He's told me 7 times now to get the crab curry. I've told him I've already ordered it, but he's just saying. He's drilling it home. You have to get the crab curry. Number 1, Aloy Tea Sud. All right, so this is any pong kare, huh? Pong kare. Oh, katiam jiao. All right, so we've got the egg mix. Say naman hoy, man. ใช่ครับใส่น้ำมันพริกเผาไหมน้ำมันพริกเผาครับ so we've got พริกเผาchili oil น้ำมันหอย which is oyster sauce ซีอิ๊วไหมซีอิ๊ว soy sauce แล้วก็ซีอิ๊วอันนี้ต้นหอมใช่ไหมต้นหอมพริก spring พริกครับ and celery as well I imagine but although I can't see it ครับ And on goes that fresh crab. Fon Pu. Crab, Kai Fon Pu, nah? So this is my scrambled egg kind of thing that he's going to mix up with the crab meat. All right, here we go, guys. Okay, so guys, I'm very, very excited. As I said before in the intro, this is one of my favourite comfort dishes, Pu Pong Kare. So we've got stir-fried yellow curry powder. This one is with lump meat crab. And as Dan said, usually this is a pretty expensive dish. The other place you might have seen me get this is at Haiso Khao Geng in the Old Town, and there it's like 180, 200 baht for a portion. It's very good, but here it's only 70, 75 baht with rice. So the value is here. I'm not going to tell you, as Dan said, it might not be the best in the town, but as with everything in this area, being near Chula University, everything is very, very good value, very, very cheap. So, and it's looking fantastic in there. So I'm very, very excited. I've ordered another dish, which I will explain when it gets here. So hungry, I can't even talk. All right, so this is classic, guys. I want to run you through this. All right, so we've got the crab meat there. We've got the white meat. Okay, we've got the claw meat. Okay, it's not quite that, you know, that soft lump meat that we get at Hyso, but for this price, we're not going to grumble. We've got whole red chilies. We've got that scrambled egg. So he's obviously used a lot of egg. As I said before, oyster sauce, soy sauce, the oil from the Pik Pao chili paste. And he's just scrambled that over high heat. So I'm going to get a little bit of everything. I'll get some rice. I don't really need rice, but I'm going to get some rice. And I'm going to grab that piece of crab. Just 70 baht for the crab. I don't really care which part of the crab it's come from. It is unbelievable. Oh, yes. So, this isn't a very complex dish yet. It tastes exactly how it sounds. Stir-fried yellow curry powder. For me, that sweet crab meat and the generic curry powder just goes so well. It's like a literal marriage made in heaven. I love the heavy amount of egg used. It's literally almost like a curried scrambled egg. We are missing the Chinese celery, which I'm used to having in Pu Pong Kare, but it's just like the ultimate comfort dish. The crab, it's fresh, it's not fishy at all, really. And as I said, goes so perfectly with that just English curry powder. And before anyone says anything, yes, it is English curry powder. War's curry powder, which is the #1 curry powder they use here, which I don't even think we have in Britain, has a British flag on the front. It used to be made in Britain, and now the ingredients, the spices are imported and it's made here, but it is an English curry powder from Northampton, and that dates back, I think, all the way back to like 1810, but that is for another video. All I know is in 2023, this is a damn good crab curry stir fry.
Good.
That is so good, guys. That is actually amazing. It's so soft, and like Gary said, this is really nice, comforting food. Oh, it's so good. I love the yellow curry powder and these eggs. That makes it almost those scrambled eggs. They make it like a nice, thick sauce. It just like adds the richness to the dish as well. This is one of the best dishes. Street food dishes I had in Bangkok.
So I can speak as a Thai person who have this before. I like it because normally if it's Pu Pong Kare, it's better to have like a really thick curry powder with the eggs, and this is the way it is. So it depends on the recipe of the restaurant. Some of them have it softer, a lot softer, like really liquidy. But I like it like this, to be a chunk of the eggs, and you can feel that there's lots of eggs they put in it. So 75 baht with this taste is a must in Bangkok, and it's just in the city center. Try that. You have to come here. Go for it.
Right, next up we've got the Kai Fon, which is the scrambled egg dish I just showed you him making. So it's basically, I think it's pretty much identical to this, but it just doesn't have the curry powder in it. So it's just basically scrambled egg with crab and rice. Very, very runny, very, very soft. Big old pieces of crab. Super soft, creamy egg. Again, lovely joint meat crab. So this one, it does actually have, you can see it's that joint meat that I love so, so much. The crab and egg go perfectly together. I prefer the, what do you think, Diggy? You have a go. I prefer the curry one by far, but that's because I love curry powder. I think this one is going to definitely need a little bit of Pik Nam Pa chili fish sauce, for sure. But I mean, the crab's delicious. The egg's cooked perfectly. It's oily. It's rich again. And you got that soft, sweet crab meat. Yes. Yes.
This is really good as well.
Yeah, it is, right?
But compared to the one with the curry powder, this tastes a little bit bland, but
Yeah.
the egg is really nicely cooked. I love the way they cooked egg in here.
Try it with a little bit of...
Now it's not going to be blend with chilies.
Yeah. You don't have to eat the chili. Oh, she can eat chili, aren't you? You're a spice head like me. That needs
Not
some
as
work.
bad as you do.
Yeah. I think if I ate this one first, I'd be like, wow, that is amazing. But it's much better now, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So much better with chili now.
So much better, right? What I would say is, I come down here, the ultimate breakfast dish in the heart of Bangkok. As I said, Sam Yan MRT station, just down the road. We're literally down the road from Ceylon. We're at one of the biggest universities in Bangkok. Sort of in between Ceylon and where MBK is, just to give you a landmark. So we're bang in the centre of town. You're not going to find anything cheaper than this, of better quality than this. And for me, this is literally the ultimate Bangkok breakfast. Ken's brought us out another one. Khop on khap, Ken. Khap. Khop on khap. All right, so this is stir-fried glass noodles with pik pao, which is the sweet chili jam, I guess you'd call it. More of that fresh crab meat on top. Of course, some stir-fried egg. We've got pat kana, which is kale, Chinese kale. The char on this guy is unbelievable. This looks like my kind of dish. We've got some more chili inside those noodles. Oh, yes.
This is something completely different than what we had before because our last dishes were with rice. So let's try some of these. Oh my goodness. This is my favorite. This is my favorite. You can taste that sweetness of that jam with chilies and the charcoal from the wok as well. And the crab adds a little bit of the freshness to the dish as well. Oh yeah. I think this is the one, guys. This is the one for me.
All right, guys, I think we might have just saved the best until last here. I love a glass of noodle dish, especially a fried one. And anything with pik pao is for me, especially that pik pao. I like the one in the silver jar with the peanuts in. Very, very nice. It's sweet, savoury. As Diggy said, you've got the char from the wok where he's cooking on that real high heat wok burner. It's kind of like, it's a bit like a, how can I going to explain this? A pad see ew Woon sen with pik pao chili sauce. There's a bit of dark soy in there as well. You got a wonderful char on the eggs. He loves an egg in here, doesn't he? And then, as Diggy said, you just got that sweetness coming through again from that crab meat. I can't believe we've got all this crab meat for about 210 baht or something ridiculous for all three dishes. I think this one's actually free, but I wouldn't be able to get that for 210 baht in England. All right, so we've heard from the Brit, we've heard from the Pole, but we need to hear from the Thai person now.
Yes. Again, as a Thai person, I'm bringing Gary here because I want to know the other other people, how they think about these dishes as well. But as a Thai, Pu Pong Kare is great. I give it 10 out of 10. There's so many recipes around the area. It's maybe some of the really liquidity curry one, which not many eggs, which I don't like that. I prefer the one with lots of eggs, which is this one is. So Pu Pong Kare is 70 baht, 75 baht is really good for the value. Then we have this special dish because they remember Gary, so we get it complimentary, which is really good. I don't know the price, but I don't expect it to be expensive. Really delicious. It has spiciness in it, a saltiness in it, a little bit of sweeten. So it's all good here. You don't have to put anything else in. And it's again, I would say 15 out of 10. Whoa. Go for this one. My wife gonna love it. So don't forget this one. It's called Pad Woon sen. Well, if you're not sure, show Gary video to them. Right? I'm not actually sure, but it's pad see ew with Woon sen. It's really good, guys. Lots of crab. Only thing that you have to bear in mind is, if you come here after 10, doesn't matter which day, it's gonna be long queue because they not just have client like us, they also have like delivery line up, and Gary can see that it's huge line for the delivery. So you have to wait for 1 hour at least if you get here after 10. But if you get here 9 in the morning or even earlier, that's no queue come that time. And especially if you are YouTuber want to vlog, get here 8 in the morning.
Hi guys. Where are you guys from?
Malaysia.
Oh wow. And you're going home now?
Yeah.
These are your bags?
Yeah.
Love that. Look, these guys have come straight. They're going straight to the airport, but before they go to the airport, they need to get their food in. It's good? Thumbs up? Yes. You got to get down here early, as Dan said. There's all the delivery guys out. There must be 20 delivery guys out here. So if you get here and there is a queue, there is something else you can do. If you don't want to wait, you can hit up Entrance Coffee House and Studio. I went in there earlier. Very, very good coffee. Nice place to relax, nice and cool. So you can come here, put your order in. You haven't got to wait. You can just get next door, get yourself a nice latte or whatever you drink, and wait.
ขอถ่ายหน่อยถ่ายแล้วก็ถ่าย
ขอบคุณครับ ขอบคุณครับ
มี
กงเฮน
3 กล้องเลยรอแป๊บนึง
All right, guys, I was going to leave it there, but do you know what? I think we've got room for another dish, and there's a really famous grilled pork just around the corner. When I say famous, I'm talking super, super famous. Dan has highly recommended it, even though he's Muslim and he doesn't eat pork. So again, if it's not very good, we can blame Dan, but I think it's going to be pretty special. All right, so what Dan didn't tell me around the corner is this is Je Dang. So this is proper famous grilled pork neck, Kor Moo Yang. 30 branches, she said she's got around the city, and she assures me that they're all as delicious as this original one. But I am in the company of greatness because this, my friends, is the original, and this is Je Dang. สวัสดีครับครับยินดีที่ได้รู้จักนะ
ขอบคุณนะคะ
ครับ
เจ๊นะสาขาเดียวเลยไหม
อร่อยที่สุดในโลกอร่อย
อะไรแซ่บที่สุด
หิวหรือเปล่า ถ้าหิวก็แซ่บ
ไม่
ทุ
หิว
กอย่าง
วันนี้กินเยอะมากเลย
ใช่ถ้าไม่หิวก็คือไม่อร่อย ถ้าหิวก็อร่อยทุกอย่าง
โอเคครับ This place is old school สวัสดีครับสวัสดีครับคุณน้องโอเค Alright, we got the nam tim chao. Okay. Nam tim seafood.
ก็ดีนะพูดไทยได้
โอ้นิดหน่อยนะ
นิดหน่อยเหรอ
โอ้โหนิดหน่อยนะเอาคอหมูย่างแล้วก็ไก่ทอด
ที่ดังนี่
ชิ้นเดียวนะ
ไอ้
ส้มต
ไทยไก่เค็ม
ำไม่ใส่ไข่เค็มนะ
เอาตำยังตำไทยตำปลาแดก
ทำไหน
อย่าบอกว่าฝรั่งเข้ามานะ
ทำปลาเด็ก So she's got 30 stores around Bangkok, including Icon Siam, Siam Paragon, all them ones. And she's still here making all the som done by hand and making sure everything else is done properly. Absolute legend. เอาตำปูปลาร้านะ กินเผ็ดๆเลยนะ
กินได้เหรอเผ็ดๆเลย
10 เม็ดก็ได้20 เม็ดก็ได้
fermented fish is the one with the light
100 เม็ดก็ได้
เขาไม่ชอบกินเป็นตัว
จริง
พ่อบอก
เดี๋ยวนะครับ
ยายตัดต้มให้หน่อยนะ เพราะว่าหม้อมันเดือดไม่ต้องกินเผ็ดหรอกแสบท้อง
เชฟละพอนะพอแล้วโอเคครับ
ตำก็ได้
โอ้ข้าวลำ
ข้าวหลาม
โอเคข้าวอะไรครับ
มี20
20
30
โอเคเอา20
so full but you guys can have some
เอา20ข้าวนะ4ข้าวนะ
ก็ที่เขา
ครับ
จ้า
เอา2ชิ้นนะครับ
ฮะ
เอา2ชิ้นนะครับ
ผสมกินกับส้มตำอร่อยนะ
โอ้โหอร่อยมาก
มันจะหวานหวาน
เซฟไรเดอร์ เซฟร้อยเลย
อันนี้คือแบบไม่ต้องแกะ
ขอบคุณครับ
แกะให้เลย กินง่าย
ค่ะ
Lam not the same as lam tete, right?
No, lamb. This should
Lamb.
be longer.
Lamb.
Khao lam.
Khao lam. So, little secret, I don't actually really like this at all, but I just wanted to buy something from her. So.
He's nice. He's on top for it.
It's okay, I'll save this. Finley will eat this, for sure. There you go.
แซ่บมาก
She looks like she's put a very small amount of pala or padek in here, which suits me fine. So we've got pickled field crab, some aubergine, tomatoes, little heritage tomatoes. Look at these little green tomatoes. I mean, how much they'd cost in Waitrose in England? About £7 each. We've got chili, papaya, obviously, bit of lime juice, and that fermented fish sauce. This is what they're famous for. We've got the Kor Moo Yang. And this is pork jowl, pork neck, pork cheek. And it's covered in a sauce like a nam jim jowl before they actually grill it. So we've got toasted sticky rice, chili, and a bit of tamarind, I think, some fish sauce. And sugar. And then last but not least, we've got some fried chicken, super crispy. As Diggy said, we've got the nam tim jiao, tamarind, fish sauce, lime juice, chili, bit of spring onion and some toasted sticky rice. All right, guys, so we've got that lovely, fatty, look at that, pork neck. I'm going to dip in that jiao sauce. Listen, I know Auntie said that they're all the same, right? But for me, that's better than the one in Icon Siam that I had. But love it. Great sort of lean meat to fat ratio. Everything's keeping very nice, soft and tender. I love this little crunchy, toasted sticky rice number on the outside, giving you a lovely little texture. That balances perfectly against that soft, succulent meat. Got a sort of little bit of like sort of burnt, almost burnt toffee like caramelization from the palm sugar. And that jiao is delicious, not too sweet, nice and sour. All right, I'll take a little bit of the, all right, look at the Gai Tod, the fried chicken, like literally falling off the bone, super crunchy, super crispy. Have a tiny little bit of that. So I want to leave Dan with something that he can eat because I keep taking him for pork. That is some of the crispiest fried chicken I've ever had in my life. Crispy outside, flaky inside. I think she should be famous for this, not the pork. As good as the pork was, this, my friends, is absolutely insane. Sorry, Diggy.
Don't want to share it.
Right, last up, I try this just to try it, guys. You know me, if you know me well. Usually if someone says Plara to me, my face starts shivering, I start shuddering, and I can't control myself. But she said padek. Even though padek and Pala are the same thing, for some reason when I'm in Laos, I do eat padek. So she said padek, so I said, yeah, I'll take some. I said, really spicy. She gave me 6 chilies and said, that's enough. You can't have any more, otherwise it won't be delicious. See, that I can deal with. When you get just enough pala, enough padek, just to give you that sort of salty, savoury kick that you need, I'm into it. I'm also into the pickled field crab, because you don't eat it as much as I tried to when I first got here. It's just to give you that, again, saltiness, you know, like, so, imagine putting bacon into a salad in the West. That's kind of what we're doing here. We're building flavours. It's not overpowering, the fermented fish sauce, at all. Some of them taste a bit like blue cheese, which I love. I love blue cheese, which is not when it's fish. It's fresh, it's vibrant, it's very, very spicy. It's punched with that garlic, not too much sugar. A lot of the times, somtam Thai would be too sweet for me. This is actually probably, I would say, my perfect somtam, and I will be back for more. All right, Dan, what are you saying?
Again, as the local, not as expertise, I will try this somtam. Somtam normally they have two ways of doing the papaya. So if you look at it closely, the papaya itself that's quite small. They use the knife, you know, they have the knife that with the hole in it, so they come in really the same size of the papaya noodles. But the one that most of Thai people like, the local like, they like it to be chopped. You know, when you chop it, so it's coming really thick and crispy. So this is not so crispy, but it depends. Because where I'm from, Chiang Mai, most of people do it like this, so it's quite soft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in Laos, you have it in like slong.
Yeah, long. Like a big noodles.
Yeah.
So if you go to Laos, they have like the one like big noodles. It all depends on how you use papaya to make a noodles, I would say that. And put it in here. The taste here, for somtam, Pu Plara, out of 10, I would rate it something around 8.
8 out of 10.
Yeah, 8.5. Because I have some else. But again, that's all depends on what is your taste like. Each person has different tastes. That's not my 10. That's my 8.5. It got the sourness with this, you know. And some people like it really sour. They will just squeeze it into their mouth. And I'll do that in a bit. I like sour. So that's 8.5. Really good taste. Sour, a bit of saltiness. Just right, not too sweet. I don't like somtam that too sweet. It's just not right for it. And of course the pork I cannot eat. And then the chicken, Gary just said it's even better than the pork. Gary said the chicken is even better than the pork. Let me try. All right, I'll try a bit of the skin, which, wow.
Like for cold chicken, it doesn't usually stay like crispy like that, right?
It is way better than KFC. Sorry, KFC. I like KFC, but as a local, this is really good. The skin itself, crispy, salty, because you would expect a little bit of saltiness in the skin. If it's too plain, then that's not good. And the meat, then, soft. That's the way it should be with somtam. And as for the local, the thing that when you go to waterfall, let's say you're going to the waterfall, the dish that people are gonna order and bring it into waterfall is somtam with chicken and of course sticky rice, but we don't have one here because we have already been eaten something. But this place is a must for you if you're in this area. So not just this one, you have the Pu Pong Kare, good price. Come here, this is a good price for you as well. The taste, that's guaranteed. I couldn't say anymore. You won't disappoint.
I would personally say for me, if we're talking about Somtam Pu Plara, this is probably a 10. This is an 11 out of 10 for me because I can actually eat it rather than usually I'm like throwing up in my mouth. So win. All right, guys, absolutely no exaggerating. That was probably the best Tam Pu Pala I've ever had in my life. All right, I've only eaten probably about 10 of them because they're not really for me. But that one was exceptionally good. Not too spicy, perfectly balanced. Just like the pork neck and the chicken. Epic. So glad I got to meet Je Dang, which again, if you're from Bangkok, you'll know is an absolute legend. Just being around this little area up by the university has made me want to explore some more. Like I said, it's packed full of these little gems, really, really cheap, great food everywhere. But that, my friends, is for another video. If you want to see more from this area, let me know in the comments section below. Let me know where else you want to go. I will leave Diggy and Dan's details, IG, YouTube, etc. in the description box below. So get following them if you're not already doing so. And I will see you in the next one.